It's an exciting time of year for us. This is what we work all year for, is to A, make the postseason, and then B, be a factor in it. And I think we have a chance to do both this year. Yeah, our conference is so tough. I think all 8 teams have proven this year that anybody can beat anybody on any given day. So there really wasn't a good draw for us. Everybody in this conference is capable of beating us. We have a lot of respect for Cameron. It's going to be not only difficult trying to beat them for the 3rd time in one season, but also just trying to beat a team as good as Cameron. In my opinion, they have 2 all-conference players on their roster, as well as a lot of other guys that are good players. It does. It's a really good question. I mean, anybody that's ever been to a NCAA tournament game or a conference tournament, it's just a different feel. Normally it's in a bigger arena than we're used to playing for, and that'll be kind of the case in Allen. Also, it's typical neutral site crowd. One thing that's very important, I've always thought in the postseason, is experience, and that's something that we're lacking. We've only got one guy on our roster that's played in a conference tournament type setting at this level, and that's Nash Nelson. So that's something we're going to have to address today. Do everything we can as coaches to give our guys an understanding on what it's going to be like, because playing in March in tournaments is different than what we've done to this point. Just the same as any goal, we're trying to play our best 40 minutes of basketball, and we've yet to do that. Now, we've had some games where we played 35, 36 minutes, about as well as we can play, but we're still striving for that perfect game, and that's what makes this sport great. That's why I chose it as a profession. That's why these guys chose it to be student athletes. We're always striving for perfection, even though we might never get there. But that'll be the case this weekend. We just need to play our kind of basketball. We need to play defense as well as we can, every possession. On offense, we need to execute, get good shots, limit our turnovers, and that's no different than on our first game in early November. It'll be the same this week. I'm not really concerned with seeding, again, because the tournament's so good. I will say this, though. I'm really proud of our team in our first year, led by our 6 seniors. I think we're part of the fight. I don't think there's anybody in this league that's looking forward to playing Angelo State. I think we've proven ourselves worthy, as a good team that can compete. But on the other hand, we understand that we have to play well, or anybody can beat us as well. So, but I like our chances going into the tournament. I think we're a confident team. I think we're loose at this point. We've got a lot of guys that have never been here before, so we've got guys that are a little anxious and curious to see what it's all about. And I think if we can do a good job settling these guys down as coaches, relying really heavily on our 6 seniors for leadership this week, I think we could be a real part of the tournament. Just live in the moment, and this is what we do. We started this journey months ago as a team, and this is what we're here for. There is no pressure. There's no pressure to win. The pressure is to play well, and that's what we try to do every day. There's just as much pressure today at 3 o'clock in our practice as there will be at 2:30 on Thursday against Cameron. And what I like about our team and what I think gives us a chance is, again, we have 6 seniors. We've got guys that literally this is going to be their last week of college basketball, or last 2 weeks of college basketball. And so the key is to live in the moment, not feel the pressure, but to enjoy the competition. And I think we've done that for the most part. We really put ourselves last week into a must-win situation. We understood that we had to win our last 2 games of the year to be a part of the regional tournament conversation. So in my mind, we started our postseason a week ago, and right now we're 2-0.